Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of different classes for creatives. And the first 1,000 to click the link in my description get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. Hello there and welcome to BoBeats, and in today's video we're checking out the UltraTap from Eventide. It's their new delay unit. It's, as you can see, very similar in design to the Blackhole, which I reviewed not that long ago. This is a reverb pedal and this is a delay pedal. Both can make very spacey sounds. And if we take a look at the design, this has more of a rugged finish and this is more smooth, but otherwise it's very similar in how you use them. So in terms of inputs and outputs, you have stereo I/O here, so you can set it to either line level or guitar level. You also have an input which can be either mono or stereo. So in order to get stereo, you basically need one of those stereo cables that splits to two mono cables. And both of these pedals are based on the same algorithms that are found in, for example, the H9 pedal. So in today's video, we're going to explore the UltraTap here together. I'm going to use it with a synthesizer to see what it has to offer us synth nerds. So let's get started. So to showcase the functionality of this pedal here, I have a super boring little synth riff playing here. It's not meant to be pretty or cool, it's just meant to kind of showcase what's going on here. So let me start off by explaining some basic features. So we have mix, and then we have taps, so the number of delay taps, and then we have the length of the taps, and then we have feedback. We can listen to just the delay. Totally wet signal. We then have the spread and the taper. So spread sets the spacing of the taps, so they can either be tighter together or they can be wider apart. And we have taper, which affects whether or not the taps sort of fade up in volume or fade down in volume, which is kind of nice. So if you want more of like a direct delay, which has a kind of a higher volume and then fades out, or if you want it sort of to fade in a bit more. So with spread and taper set to left, we get this sort of a little bit more of a moving, gentle delay here. With taper and spread here set to the left side, we get more of a busy sort of delay. We hear more of the taps because they're fading out and not fading in. Now in terms of secondary functions here, we just press this button here and suddenly length becomes pre-delay, so we can add that. Tap becomes slurm, which sort of makes the taps more, I don't know, mushy. Turn mix all the way up, you can hear the taps are very like mushy, very like spacey, soft. So if I turn it down, you can hear distinct tones. Turn it up, smears it out. Then we have tone control, so from brighter to darker. Next up, we have two interesting knobs here. Basically use them together because shop here, you either set to off or you set it to a waveform, so basically an LFO. And if you set it to an LFO, the speed here actually controls the speed of the LFO. You also have swell here, and if you use this knob here, you basically set the rise time of the swell. So to exemplify, we have a really fast LFO here. Let's slow it down. And if we set it to trigger, it gets this kind of gating effect. But it's of course not the individual knobs or features that makes or breaks an effects unit, it's kind of how it sounds in its totality. So here's some more sound demos that gives you an idea of how we can take something like the Minilogue and transform its sound. But first a word from today's sponsor, Skillshare. And they have a really cool class for you, how to compose ambient music. It was actually recommended to me by a viewer who seemed to like it a lot. Another class that I've recommended before is Learn How to Mix Music with Young Guru. I think it's an excellent course. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think especially if you're a beginner starting out, it could be a really good starting point for your music production journey. What's really good about Skillshare is that the classes are curated specifically for learning, meaning that there's no ads, and there's always new premium classes coming, and it's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So the first 1,000 to click the link in my description will get a free trial of premium Skillshare membership. Now last in today's video I want to talk about some negatives, which goes for both of these devices. One thing I've noticed when using these effects with synths is that they actually easily distort when you push them. So you often have to turn down the overall levels, and that means that you have to amplify the signal somewhere else on a mixer or audio interface or whatever. So sometimes that can be a little bit annoying. I don't know why this is. I can't explain it technically. Maybe there's just not enough headroom or something here. Yeah, I don't know. I've noticed this with other pedals as well, so maybe it's a pedals plus synth kind of issue. I don't know. It's not a deal breaker. It's easy to work around, but just know that it can start crackling a bit if you push it a bit. Now, speaking of levels of volume, on both of these pedals, the main output volume is located here as a secondary function. This isn't the best solution. I would have much rather had like a knob or something on the back, because it's very easy to accidentally hit secondary function and then turn the level knob and accidentally change the output volume. Personally, I accidentally turn it all the time, so just keep that in mind. For a live situation, it can be kind of annoying that you accidentally change the levels. So yeah, keep it in mind. It's not a deal breaker either, but you should know it. So thank you for watching today's video. If you want to pick up either of these pedals here, you can use my affiliate links. They're down in the description. I get a little kickback. I earn a few % of each sale. It's not in any way affiliated with Eventide. It's with the different stores. So Eventide just sent over a pedal for me to check out, nothing else. They didn't get to watch the video or approve or disapprove of anything. So if you want to support the channel, go and pick up something using my affiliate links. And as always, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and talk to you later.